Hi babes, welcome. I am back with another how to relax a child's hair video. If this video is going to trigger you, please just leave the video so that you will not get annoyed. But if you want to relax a child's hair and you want to know about like every possible safest way you can do it, then keep watching. We are just going to do the best we can. This is the relaxer we used. I used 1.5 packet to protect her edges. I used hair grease or hair cream. I applied it around her edges, especially at the back of her ears, at the nape of the neck, just everywhere. And then I proceeded to apply the same hair grease, hair pomade, hair cream on her previously relaxed hair, especially at the ends. So I take my time and massage it into like the dry ends, and this is going to help in case relaxer gets into it. It's going to help protect the hair to an extent. Then I make sure her hair is detangled. Please don't try to relax tangled hair. It's going to slow down the application time and the hair can start hurting even before you are finished. So if you have a client whose hair hurts really fast when you're relaxing her hair, do it this way. The first thing I do is to share the hair into sections, either 3 or 4, depending on the quantity of hair and the size of the person's head. And then I proceed to apply the relaxer on the perimeter of that section. Sometimes I do on the perimeter of the all the sections before I start making these smaller sections. But in this case, the back of the hair was the most had the most new growth. So it was like the strongest. So I just focused and started there. Start any part of the head where your client has more hair or where has more relaxed hair, where the hair grows faster. So I applied it to the smaller sections, but remember, I didn't press it down to her scalp. At this point, the relaxer is not touching her scalp yet. This is important to minimize the amount of time that the relaxer has contact with the person's scalp. We are just doing the best we can do since we are still choosing to relax our hairs, knowing that it is not like the safest thing to do, but we still choose to. So we are just doing the best that we can. So again, I apply it to the perimeter lightly. I try not to go too higher than where the new growth is, and then I start making smaller sections. I apply to the left hand side and then to the right hand side. Don't swipe from left to right, because when you go from left to right, it will swipe through the scalp, the line in between, before you get to the other side. So apply on the left hand side and then apply on the right hand side. So I am not trying to be meticulous, but I am still trying to minimize the contact of the relaxer to her scalp at this point. I will continue like this until I am done with her whole head, and then that is where the bad thing starts. That is where we have to like press the hair, because for the hair to relax, you have to smooth it out and make it like flat. You have to smooth it out, and smoothing it out usually it's like lying it flat against the scalp. So that's where the relaxer finally gets to really touch the person's scalp. Again, if this is going to trigger you, I know what you're thinking, but just leave me, just leave us that are still choosing to relax our hair, leave us alone. So at this point, this is where the relaxer can start touching the scalp. I will try to flatten the hair and the relaxer out, and this is the time I will also apply the relaxer to her, the perimeter of her hair, including the edges, right? So I would make sure it's like saturated. Do the same thing for the 3 sections. And then guys, there's okay, I know one of the controversial things is that people say don't comb your hair when you have relaxer on it. If you have several, like lots of new growth, you need the hair to be straightened out and flat for it to relax like that. But if you have like a lump of hair underneath each ponytail, right, the hair is not going to lie flat. I have noticed that when I relax hair without combing the person's hair at all, it doesn't relax. Like when you wash off the relaxer, the hair is just like textlax. And if that's not what the client wants, nobody has money to be wasting coming to relax their hair, and then they are going home with partially relax if that is not what they want. If someone wants to just relax her hair partially and tells you, that's different, right? So if someone needs her hair to be relaxed so that she can go 3 4 months before relaxing again, I do what I have to do. So I found out that if I have ponies and I don't go back into the center, when I am done relaxing, I'll notice that the middle of each of the ponytail is still strong. So for this side to lie down flat, I comb just that area that has new growth so that I can lay the hair down and make it smooth and lie down flat, right? But again, as I said, the middle part is usually not relaxed. So I would go ahead and share each of those sections into two. So I have two sections here. I'm going to share each of them into two just in the middle. Then I would flatten the hair to the left and to the right. This way, when I am done, every part of the hair is evenly relaxed. The middle is relaxed because now I have smaller ponies inside the ponies. Not even pony, like I just share one of the pony into two, just like this, and then I flatten from the middle to the left, from the middle to the right. That way the middle part of the pony is relaxed, and the distance from like the middle part of the pony to the edges or to the center of the head is small enough for the relaxer to like lie penetrate the that section and be laid flat. You get what I mean? So that's just me trying to flatten it. That's the only combing I get to do. So when we are done, to wash her hair, I start off with just water and wash until I do not see or feel any relaxer again. This makes a huge difference. Some people just wash to an extent and start using the neutralizing shampoo. You're giving it more work to do. It's not going to be like the best. I rinse with water until I don't see any sign of um relaxer on the hair again, and then I go in with a neutralizing shampoo. This one I use comes in the relaxer kit. So I apply that. Guys, something else I have noticed that breaks people hair off is when you wash off relaxer, people focus on the scalp to make sure it is clean, but then they forget the strands of the hair. And as you're washing the relaxer from the hair, it is moving down to the strands of the hair. So I try to always remember this section, right? I wash it as I focus on it as much as I focus on the scalp to get the relaxer out in every single way that it needs to go out. So one way you can know you didn't wash off relaxer enough from someone's hair is when the hair is dry, or like the next day you start to feel like dried out, just the hair is dried, it's sticky, like the hair sticks to the scalp like an injury. Sometimes you even see injury. So don't even, it's better for your hair to not be completely relaxed and you don't injure yourself than for you to pass the processing time that is recommended on the package, right? So I wash about, let's say, four, depends. I wash 4 times, and then the last time I washed, I used a moisturizing shampoo to wash her hair because, guys, it's almost Christmas Day. Many people are planning to migrate, right? And with the limited time between when school closed and when kids have to make their hair, most schools they don't allow like hair extensions. But when children are making Christmas hair, they use hair extensions. So they have this limited time between when the school closes and they have to make their hair and they have to travel. So all those like relax, and after a while we come back and do the treatment, and then you let the hair rest and then you braid. There is no time for that. So I knew that we're not going to have that much time. It was even dark on this day. She went to school and came from school, so you can imagine how stressful it was. And we were not going to be able to deep condition her hair. So what I did was to use a deep conditioner as the conditioner, and that was why I also used a moisturizing shampoo on her hair as the last one, just to like reduce the dryness and like just moisturize her hair a little bit, and until when she will come back for us to rewash and braid her hair. So that was it. I think this was the last time I washed. I can't remember. The last shampoo I used was VO5, a moisturizing version of VO5 shampoo. I showed it here. I can't remember which one it was, but at that point, before I used the moisturizing shampoo, I kept using the neutralizing shampoo. The neutralizing shampoo shows like the foam or the lather from the neutralizing shampoo is pink if there is still any trace of relaxer in the hair. So I wash it until that lather is white, and then I go in with a moisturizing shampoo to finish it off. Moisturizing shampoo doesn't show you, it doesn't detect relaxer in the hair, so it's not that color sign. It doesn't show you what neutralizing shampoo shows you. So please use neutralizing shampoo to wash off the shampoo, the relaxer. And then after that, I blew her hair out. We didn't like try to stretch it. I just used as much heat as was manageable until her hair was dry, and we packed it into a bun. Okay, this was a new moisturizing shampoo I used. At this point, her hair was good to go already. So I'm just going to let you watch what I have already explained from now, and you'll see how it ended at the end of the video. Thank you. Leave a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a thumbs down if it triggered you and you still insisted and watched, and then you're going to come to the comment section and start telling me how black women that are relaxing their hair want to die. I have warned you not to watch and you decided to watch. Don't worry, come to the comment section and let me know your thoughts. I know what you're going to say, but fine, you can just come and rant or just express your view. Or if you have an idea of how I can make this healthier, like safer, just measures I can take to make the process safer for we that still choose to keep relaxing our hair, then please, I am so open to such suggestions. If you want to come and quarrel, you can come and quarrel. But no insult anybody. If you insult anybody, I will block you. But no insult anybody. Just state your mind. I hear you. I read the comments. I see them. So thank you. Let's finish up.